Wishing you a very good day. Welcome back to the presentation series conducted by Mozilla Campus Club of Sleep. I am Pasind Bandar and I am currently working as a member of digital marketing team in Mozilla Campus Club of Sleep. In this presentation, I am hoping to describe about emergence of deepfake technology. This is the content of this presentation. As we all know, latest digital technologies are evolving day by day. It making harder and harder to understand what is fake or what is real. Deepfake is latest technology that came under this domain. We can say that deepfake technology marked a turning point in fake content creation. As my topic is emergence of deepfake technology, I am going to explain what is deepfake, who made deepfake content and how they create them, what are the beneficiaries of deepfake and what are the disadvantages or negative impacts of deepfake technology. Other than that, I'll demonstrate few popular examples of deepfake technology under uses of deepfake chapter, and I'll explain how to detect deepfake content and the future of deepfake technology. In the introduction section, I'll explain what is deepfake and why it's getting this much popular. Basically, deepfake means use someone else's face or voice and merge it with another video sequence or image of someone else. Classical method of creating deepfake was creating deepfakes using VFX, known as computer graphics visual effects. But the modern approach is a bit different. It uses sophisticated deep learning technologies such as autoencoders to create deepfake content. And as in every technology, deepfake technology also has both negative and positive impacts. For the ease of explanation, I divided evolution of deepfake into 5 parts, which are history of deepfake technology, deepfake creation process, deepfake detection process, use of deepfake technology, and responses taken against deepfake technology. As I explained earlier, deepfake technology developing around the idea of swapping a face of someone with another face. First idea of this swapping face was raised around 1865. The first deepfake image was drawn targeting former US President Abraham Lincoln. His face was merged with a politician in South US named John Callahan. However, that was a painting. Demand of that painting was surprisingly increased after Abraham Lincoln's death. Deepfake creation process is a lengthy process. Inside of that lengthy process, there are a range of tools which are matched to the users who have high technical skills to the users who have basic technology knowledge. First attempt to create a deepfake generating model was the face swap model, which made based on pair of autoencoders and decoders. Encoders are used to extract the features of face and decoders are used to reconstruct that face. Later, adversarial loss and perceptual loss techniques added to this autoencoder technology. By combining those technologies, an improved version of deepfake creation tool was developed, based generative adversarial network, which known as GAN. Next, I'll explain some popular deepfake tools. These are some popular deepfake generating tools. First of all, face swap GAN, few shot face translation, deepface lab, deepfaker, Avatami, Marionette TE, transformable bottleneck network, disco face gang, style rip, face shifter, face swapping gang, neural voice puppetry, do as I do motion transfer. There are also deepfake detection methods as much as deepfake creation methods. Classical method to detect deepfake content is examine inconsistencies and artifacts manually. Modern approach to detect deepfake content is fully automated system, we can say, and it finds the artifacts of deepfake content accurately. Actually, this kind of methods are used in binary classification systems. Binary classification systems need lot of both real and fake content to train itself. To evaluate such kind of models, there are a number of datasets in internet which freely available. As in this slide, we can divide deepfake detection methods into few categories. All of these categories we'll explain in next few slides. As I said earlier, there are huge number of deepfake detection models. With the limited time, I'll explain a few of them. Sang and his team was able to build a model using bag of words theory. Simply it fed a lot of face properties into the model and examined for the fake faces. Suan and his team found that eliminating effects of image such as Gaussian blur, it's easy to find deepfake images. Xu and his team invented two-phase deepfake detection model. One phase for extract the face properties and the another one is to examine that properties. As I explained earlier, to evaluate those models, it requires huge data sets. To detect deepfake videos, we can't use deepfake image detectors because in the videos, the properties are rapidly changing frame to frame. Deepfake video detectors can be divided into two models named temporal feature across the frames and artifacts within the frame. Temporal feature across the frame method used to examine the inconsistencies across the frames. As Ekram Sabir explained in his research, spatial removal feature of a video can used to detect a deepfake video. Spatial removal means the gap between each frame of a video. David and Edward states that interframe inconsistencies can be used to detect deepfake videos. Other than that, eye blinking can also used to detect deepfake videos. Uh, for an example, less frequency of eye blinking can be a major feature of a deepfake video. Visual artifacts within the frame method is used to examine video frames by frames. It usually decompresses the video into frames and examines for visual artifacts. There are two major categories in this method. First one is deep classifiers and the second one is shallow classifiers. Using deepfake stuff for blackmailing can be very effective since they are seems like real. But there is an issue called blackmail inflation. It is even a blackmailer blackmails someone using real footages or images. Victim can say those are not real ones because deepfake content are hard to distinguish from the real ones. Obviously, use of deepfake in political domain is almost a negative impact. In 2018, a popular actor, Jordan Peele, created a deepfake of Barack Obama. Purpose of the deepfake image was to spread the awareness of deepfake around the society. In 2019, an employee at KCPQ channel made the deepfake of Donald Trump. In 2020, a deepfake video was published which made targeting Belgian Prime Minister. That was about connection between COVID-19 and deforestation. Use of deepfake technology in movie industry can be considered as a positive impact of deepfake technology. For an example, movie directors can reduce their cost by using deepfake technology. They can generate younger versions of actors to make prequel movies, and also they can generate deepfake characters for the actors who passed away. Using Harrison Ford's younger face in the Star Wars Solo movie is one of example. When talking about the use of deepfake in movie industry, Disney is getting a major place. Disney has their own deepfake generating model which gives high quality outputs in 1024 by 1024 resolutions. When we consider about responses against deepfake, there are some kind of rules in almost every country against deepfake. In United States, first act against deepfake was taken in 2018, and in 2019, act against deepfake liability was introduced for the House of Representatives in US. Huge social media platforms such as Facebook and Twitter are almost used different kind of strategies to detect and take down deepfake content on their networks. In present, deepfake creating methods are almost accessible for selected parties of society. But in the future, deepfake creation methods will accessible to public, accessible for all. So deepfake will be a very general topic. On the other hand, cybercrimes will also increase since deepfake creation methods are accessible for all. Advantages of deepfake will increase as well as disadvantages in the future. As described under those topics, it is clear that deepfake technology is not a domain that will end up being built. Main reason for that is continuous evolvement of deepfake content creation methods as well as deepfake detecting methods. If we can enhance deepfake technology for good purposes in the future, there will be a new era of digital content creation. So that's all for the presentation. Thank you for your attention.